Hi everybody, welcome to my very first WIP Chat. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, and hi, my husband is peeking around the corner. We will be doing sunset at Hecate Head. I don't know, everybody says it different, but this is a lighthouse in Oregon. And here, I'll show you. I don't know if you're seeing this or not because I cannot see what I am what I am filming. So I started this on 12/28, and this is a real place. And I thought I saw Tita do this one, and I'm like, oh, I have to have it. And of course, it was not in stock. So I found it on a D-Stash Facebook page. So I was excited about that. So, yep, today is Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody's home. We have about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches of snow. And so you'll hear snow blowers, you'll hear Pepper. Hey, maybe one of the or 2 of the kids will be running around, or they don't run around anymore, they're, you know, young adults. Let's get started. I have some notes here, so I wouldn't forget about some things that I'm using. Is this my notes? No, where's my notes? Oh, here it is. The other notes. So the release papers are from the Bees Crafters Corner, Bees Crafty Corner, and the wax I am using is from Randas Crafty Corner. Sorry if I say it wrong, or sorry, so sorry. And the flavor is blueberry pancakes. And the tray I am using and the pen I'm using is from Art de Nicole, and I just got these. This is their brand new grid trays, and I'm actually really liking this because I am a single placer, and yeah, and the pen I showed on my unboxing, and I'm just loving this one so much. It's so comfortable for me. It's perfect and sparkly. Gotta love sparkles. This bag here is where I keep all the extra drills that I am not using at the moment, like extra colors. It has, you know, all the extra jars in there and just stuff. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. And I keep it here because my canvas will slip off, and it's pretty. I love purple and dragonflies. That is by how come I can't remember? Oh, Wolf Gazer Studios, and oh, it's made great. Check them out. I will post all these links. And I have a sunflower one, I have a snowman and a wintry one, and of course my Dreamer Design tweezers. I have so much hair and dog hair, and it's always floating everywhere, so these come in handy. Yes, and I'm using Art storage containers right now. So yeah, let's get started. I have to take off my glasses. Oh, by the way, I got a comment on my glasses. So magic, I know, right? I have, on another WIP Chat, maybe I'll show you, I don't know, like 150, 200 maybe, I don't know, of these. And these today, I am wearing Belle and her books. It's my favorite Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast. And yeah, they're so fun. I can put a link there too. So, welcome everybody. I have never done one of these before. I haven't even really practiced. And we'll see how this goes. I know the camera angle is not the greatest. I think I'll probably have a better time doing a live. So you can just, I'll do it probably on my computer. So you can see me better. See, I have hair, Pepper hair, she's everywhere. After I'm done, I usually go through this and take out all the hair and, you know, roll it and, yeah. That. I don't know if my head is in the way. Oh, sorry. But, we'll see. So how's everybody doing? What are you doing today? Are you watching the game? Who are you rooting for? I am going for the Eagles because, yeah, well, I don't want Holmes to win. I need some more wax, I think. I just love this wax. I don't know if it really smells like blueberry pancakes, but yeah. I find that putty is just too sticky. I mean, actually, to be honest, I haven't tried it since the humid weather, so maybe I should give it a try again. I have a lot of different companies, and I should give it a try probably again since it's winter. All right, now I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the game today. You know I love music, right? I am pretty open-minded, except when it comes to the music that is playing today. And honestly, I only know a few of the artists' names. I mean, I know what kind of style it is, and it's not my style. And I just don't like all the drama around it. So my husband says, we will put it on mute. Yeah, so we'll be doing that. Or we could put our own music on, you know? Or I'll probably be in the kitchen serving up some food. So, what kind of food are you guys going to be doing today? If you are watching the Super Bowl, or just, you know, some people just do it for the food, right? Put lotion on my hand, or slippery. So today, just keeping it simple. That's my life, keeping it simple. We're gonna do little smokies wrapped up into crescent rolls. So pigs in a blanket. Yep, we gotta do those. And what else? Oh, Jordan, my youngest, who's 17, requested curly fries. So I got some curly fries, and they're actually Arby's. We don't really have Arby's here in Massachusetts. I don't even know. We used to have one in a mall that we'd go to, but you know, who goes to a mall? I don't even think it's open anymore. I don't even know where the closest Arby's is. So we can buy them in the freezer section, and I'll throw them in the air fryer, and we'll be done. And I think some chicken nuggets we're gonna try. Usually we just get them at the store, you know, and it's already pre-made and everything. Well, these are pre-made, but we're gonna try them in the air fryer. I'm sure it'll be fine, you know. It's not like anything special or homemade or anything. What else? What else did I get? I went to the store, and I have a list, and I get there and I come home and I'm like, what did I just buy? And I'm like, what's for dinner? I don't know. I'm trying to make a list you know, and I usually go like Sunday or Monday when it's quiet. People are in church or whatever, and or Monday. We don't, Jordan and I don't like crowds. We just like to go and, you know, get it done, come home. Usually actually we go to coffee, and before we go, I love supporting our local coffee place. Not Starbucks, no. I'm just so over Starbucks. So anytime we go anywhere, we're always trying to find local owned businesses, and ours is just wonderful. All right, what should we do next? Let's do this little anchor. Anchor. Yeah, and it's a really good bonding time. Over the time, I'll you know, you'll learn more about Jordan, my kids, my family life. I have plenty of time to share with you a lot of personal things. And I don't know, you'll probably never see Jordan's face, which I totally respect. Maybe their hands. They just a great kid. Great kid. I've been through a lot. So yeah. They're an artist. Just starting out. Just they're so great. Pen and paper and sketching, and now they have started doing digital. I mean, they've done it for a while, but now they have a you know, a drawing pad hooked up for digital stuff, and oh wow, I can't wait to show you. And of course I do have permission, but I want to wait to see if Jordan would come on and show you, at least, just, you know, maybe, we'll see. We are a homeschool family. So Jordan is 17. We don't really go by grades because we're a neurodivergent family. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to tell you a story about how we became a homeschool family. I guess I can do it now. I don't know since I am on a roll. Actually, what I'll do is, let me tell you how I got here in Massachusetts. So Jordan and I are from Oregon, and I lived there all my life until about 12 years ago, I think. About 12 years ago, we moved in the summer. And yeah, so when Jordan was 3, let's back up a little bit. Sorry for my sniffly nose. I don't know if I should go way back. I don't know. Oh my gosh. See, I think I'm on the spectrum also, and I jump around squirrel thoughts, kind of like Tita, you know. Anyway, so all right, let's go way back. I was born in Oregon in 1972. You can do the math. Yeah, I don't do math. I think I've been 48 or 50 for so many years, I don't even know. But anyway, grew up in a very loving, very active family. My mom and dad and my sister, who was 6 years younger. We were very active in church. You'll learn more about that at some point. let's see what else. Camping. Oh, we camped like most of the summer. We were gone. My mom worked in at the local grade school. She was secretary, like assistant or something like that. She worked in the office, and she did everything. She worked in the library. She went and read stories to the children. Everybody would call her Miss Robin. She would pull the kids' teeth if they needed, because the kids would not want their parents to do it. She was well loved. Everybody loved her. She was involved with everything from community service to everything. She was just wonderful. She died 2017. Oof, that's another story. That was, yeah. What am I looking for? Let's do some more green. My dad. My dad, oof, is still alive. Gosh, sorry for tears. I cry a lot. Still lives in Oregon. He is a great dad, a great papa to all the kids. We have 5 grandkids. He has 5 grandkids total. And he served, you know, they're very involved in the church, and that's how his way of serving is helping people. He's part of the Kiwanis. He's just in everything. So in Oregon, there's a place called Crown Point in Columbia River Gorge, which is right near where we grew up. And he goes up there and he volunteers his time and he welcomes visitors. He's all dressed up in his cute little uniform, and he loves to tell stories about the area and welcome them and answer questions. He helps the Kiwanis. He does pancakes. He serves pancakes for people, and he does backpacks for kids for the schools. Just so much. And you know, he's getting up there in age. He's he can't move around as much. He has you know, a walker, and he needs surgeries, and you know, it's just up there in age. That happens. Excuse me, my nose. Anyway, so yeah, he's wonderful. Camping, he made the campfires. We always called them Dwayne fire. My dad's name is Dwayne, and always had them huge. He was always driving us 4x4 in the dunes, in the you know, just all the things. Always played ball with the kids. All the camping kids around the whole place would come and play ball, and he was just that dad, you know. He still is. So he got remarried not too long after. It seemed like not too long after Mom died, and I think he's pretty happy, you know. That's all that matters, is my dad's happy, right? Yeah, no. That's that. And we grew up in church. I'm gonna be honest. When I got to 7th grade or so, I realized that it wasn't for me. My beliefs were different. And even though my parents were kind of disappointed, they were supportive, because that's just who they are, you know, supportive. I decided not to go, and I was researching other beliefs. You know, I was a teenager, was curious. Growing up, I learned a lot about Wiccan, pagan, and still who I am today is I love researching, and I don't, you know, you can believe who you want, that's fine, what you want. I am open-minded, you know, so, yeah, now you've learned that. And to me today, it's I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, and I'm figuring that out. I could feel it. It's music for me. Music is my medicine, my therapy. So is this diamond painting, and I've only been diamond painting since June, yeah, and of 2024. So music is it make you know, you have all the feels, and it's music like Will Evans. He is local-ish to us here in New England, and he's in Rhode Island. My very first love is Carbon Leaf. So I don't know if you could see. So Carbon Leaf sign is right here. It's the leaf symbol, and this was a song at the time when I got this. Love, loss, hope, repeat. I definitely need to redo some. Love, loss, hope, repeat. And it's true. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So just music is, you learn a lot in the words. Yeah. All right, go get back. Did I miss any of those? If not, I will find it. So getting back to my life, I was involved in choir since like grade school. I used to love to sing. I don't think I sing that great now, but I was in choir since like 4th grade, I think, is when we can first sign up for it. And brown. And yeah, it's all the way through high school. And I even sang in the church choir. I enjoyed that. You know, I don't have to love the words to enjoy myself. If it doesn't mean anything to me, I can still enjoy it. When I'm singing, because I love to sing, and I did that with my family, different, you know, church and choir and at school. Oh man, that was so much fun. We got to do fun things, go to Disneyland, and that was fun. That was fun times. What did I take? Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah. So I was involved in that, and when I had a hard time in school. I'm an introvert, as you can tell. I'm not very good at speaking, and it depends, you know. Of course, like, you know, if you really love and you're passionate about something, and you're around those people, like today, I could talk about that subject, or you know, whatever is easy for me to talk about, I will. And when I'm finally comfortable with those people, oh, come on. I guess I didn't add a lot. Yeah. Now I forgot what I was talking about. See, I'm old. My hands are slippery. Let's see. Anyway, so one fun thing I did I think I was a senior in high school. Oh, do you hear it? Yeah, my husband is plowing, not plowing, snow blowing, snow blowing. Yes, what a great guy he is. Anyway, I was involved in my senior year. I was involved with the football team. How did I do that? I don't even remember. I was with this other girl, and we did that. We you know, we got them water. We carried all the ball bags. We went to all the practices, even in the heat of the summer. We gave them, we filled the Gatorade thing. We did all the things. We went into their locker room. Ugh, you know, teenage boy football players locker room. Yeah, you know, can you just smell that now? We got to ride on the bus to all the games. We didn't have a real place to play at our school, so we went to the college, which is down the road, a community college. And so we did that. It was fun. We got to go. We had a good team. We usually go to the playoffs. Our school was kind of small, so when we did go to the playoffs, we would play these big schools, and then we would lose, you know, because they were big 4A schools then. And that was, what, 1990, 91, 90, I graduated in 91, so, yeah. That was so much fun. And for me, being an introvert, I don't even know how I did it. I mean, you're with all these people all the time, and I guess, I don't know, I loved it. And then I got a Letterman's jacket for doing that. Oh, for that, and I think maybe choir or something, you know, because such athlete here. Anyway, yeah, that was fun. And more choir stuff. And yeah, like I said, school was hard. It took me everything to pass math. Oh, absolutely terrible. Today I can't even, I use my fingers. I cannot multiply. Good thing for Siri, because she helps me a lot. My husband is the math wizard, so, you know, I can ask him too for everything. Everything else was not too bad. I have a terrible time memorizing things. So like in biology, you know, when you had to remember everything, all the body parts, all the bug, you know, bug parts, all that. I may or may not have written down a few things on my hand or a paper to remember a few things. Yeah, because I don't know, it's just, I probably would have failed. I like the coloring part. Did you have to color like all the parts, like different colors? Oh, come on. With the coloring pencils, I would do that for hours. I love that. What the heck is going on here? Sorry if I say little cursey words here and then there. That's who I am. Anyway, so I finally graduated. Oh, another part I forgot to mention was my first job. Oh yeah, I got a car. My dad, he's a mechanic. I didn't even tell you what he did. He was a mechanic for a long time ago. He started first like a Toyota, I think, and then he traveled a lot, and then he's got a job, I don't even know when, but for TriMet, which is mass transit there in Portland and in the area. He was worked on the buses for a long time. When I was little, I remember we'd go there and visit, and he would drive us. We'd go in the bus and he would drive us on the bus around. and that was fun. I remember those days. And then he was, you know, supervisor? No, I don't know. What? I can't think of the name. He was in the office and he would talk and tell people, you know, what to do. Mom said, you know, you either had to quit or do something else. He was under a bus, and there's that, you know, you crawl under a bus, under that, there's a hole there and you can go under. Somehow the bus fell, and I think it fell on him or part of him, and yeah, that was it. So I don't know if that was the real reason why he changed positions, but anyway, he was great at that. He got to talk to the weather news people when bad weather was coming in, so they knew when to, you know, put the chains on the buses, because in Oregon they don't use like big rock salt like here in Massachusetts. They spray the roads and you have to wear chains. Portland has hills, you know, the West Hills, stuff like that. So yeah, we did all that, and each year I remember we would have company get-togethers at the local amusement park. All the free food, drinks, and ice cream, and rides, and oh, that was so fun as a kid. You just go, and the parents just say, just go. And at that time, they were auctioning for the adults, and they were auctioning off cars and TVs and big, huge items, right? And wow, I don't know if we ever won anything, but I remember the best part was the free ice cream, you know, and the free rides all day. Portland, or around Portland. Anyway, that was fun. So, I was really into, my first job was babysitting. I started in the 6th grade. And also, speaking of 6th grade, no. Did you go to outdoor school? In 6th grade, we had this program where you go to a camp in the area or outside the area. Ours was not too far because we lived in, you know, the trees in that area. Hands sweaty. So we went for a week, and it was paid for. We didn't have to pay for anything like that. And you learn about nature, about animals, ecosystem, you know, just everything like that. Eat and sleep in cabins. And our counselors were high schoolers. And one of our counselors, he was actually, I think he might have been paid, so he was like older. But guess who he was? So you know the movie Stand By Me? Was it Stand By Me? Yeah. My most favorite movie besides that and The Outsiders. Where there was the eating contest, and one of the guys was called Randas, I think his name was. He was one of the counselors, one of the main guys. That was amazing. He was great. Of course, he didn't look like that anymore. It was years. Did I just do something wrong? Hold on a minute. Am I really paying attention? Oh gosh, I don't know. Can't remember his name now. How come you guys didn't tell me? I've been doing this probably really yelling at me, right? Oh my gosh. I wonder where I messed up. I don't know. Are they, you think people are gonna really notice or care that I messed up? Oh my gosh. God, I don't know if I've ever done this before. Messed up like this is because I'm talking. Alright. What color is that check? I don't know. Not this one. Anyway, so that was fun. So when I was older, I got a job in the local daycare kindergarten area. That was my first job. And I had a class there too during the day for school, so I got credit and work. I'm serious. I just can't believe I did this. You're laughing, I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my gosh. And I had several teaching jobs. I wanted to be a teacher. Oh. That was my job that I wanted to be, either a music teacher because I loved music, or a school teacher. And in school, I shadowed one of my favorite teachers, my mom's friend in elementary school, the one I went to, the one my mom was working at. Shadowed her for a year and helped her out and learned a bunch of stuff, you know, and that was fun. I wanted to do that. So, are you serious? Hold on a minute. I'm still confused. Yeah, I did. I messed up. Okay. So I went to college, community college, and right at that time, I met my husband, my ex-husband, kid's dad, online. And that was right when the internet was like, you know, BBS's dial-up. You only had a few lines. You call in. And this is all the same year. Yeah. And yeah. So you had to have all these classes, you know, your math. I couldn't even do the general math. It was so bad. I was so bad. And I really wasn't focusing that much. I was tired because I was working too, and you know, the normal things people do to go to college and work. And I quit. So I got a full-time job after moving in with my ex and his family, his parents. They had a very big family. And yeah, I worked full-time as a kindergarten teacher and preschool, and I can't believe, what did I do? Oh my gosh, I'm getting frustrated. Not frustrated, just like, I'm so silly. I know I probably missed some. This is probably right? Nope. So I had several jobs that doing, and I loved it. It was fun. I did that. We got married, gosh, in 95. $95, I think it was. And it was great then. It was great. So I always wanted to adopt. Even if I could have kids, I always wanted to adopt. And it came from when I was in, I think it was 5th or 6th grade. There was this kid in my class who was in an orphanage. It was like a place where, I didn't know the details then. Orphanage or something. It was in the town we were in. It was like a boys' home, actually. And and I always wanted, like, Mom, can't we adopt him? He's such a great guy, and all this stuff. And I think my mom looked into it. We were so close. And I think he got to go back home or something. One of those probably state deals, custody things. And, yeah. So ever since then, I wanted to adopt. Well, so eventually my ex and I looked into it, and we started the process after we were married and living in our own place. I can't believe I just oh, so silly. I'm sure I missed some, but it's alright. We went to many weeks of classes through the state of Oregon and the county that we were in. And, I almost did it again. Are you serious? I almost did it again. And a lot of these kids are from kids that had to be placed in foster care, various reasons, mostly of, probably drugs and alcohol and neglect, and or young people, all that stuff. We had classes in what these kids have probably gone through, all that stuff, and all what, like, attachment disorder is, all these different things, what kind of medicine they might be on, what kind of things you'll need to do, therapies and all this stuff, all the classes. It was so great learning about this stuff and sad at the same time. And so then they would come to your house and inspect your house and learn more about you. And let's see. And so originally, first you're officially, like, once you're approved and your house passes, and officially your foster parents start with ability to adopt if you wish. And that's what we really wanted. You can go through these huge notebooks, and of kids needing to be placed. It is sad. Oh, it's sad, but it's good that we could do this. We had a few that looked like it would just be a fit for our family, and but I don't remember the exact what happened. Let's do this so I don't put this. Yeah, let's do these. Anyway, so we got contact. They called us and said, "Hey, we have this little girl. So and so. She's 2, almost 3. She. Why don't you meet her?" So we met her and went, restaurants and played in the ball pits and went to the family house where she was at. That's a whole nother story. Oof. Well, turns out that so much, she had just so many things, and we weren't told all the things, to be honest. And I think it would have been, if we knew some of the issues that she had, we probably would have said, I'm sorry, you know, that's just too much for us. We can't do that. But we didn't know that at the time, and here we go. We were so excited. We were so happy and nervous and scared and all those things, and we adopted her after, you know, it took time. Can't remember how long, maybe a year or something. So we had this little girl. Now, backtracking before that, my ex-husband's family was a really big family, very diverse in mental health, and, you know, kids having kids and all that stuff. So we knew always the potential of maybe helping out or adopting, or, you know, surrogates, something, you know, I mean, just helping out. Turns out after we adopted our little girl, we found Nick. Well, he's actually my ex-husband's great nephew, and he was just a little thing, so cute. Long story short, right before he was 1, he was part of the family, and so now we have 2, and this time we lived up at Mount Hood. Why these are not straight at all. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So now we have 2 wonderful kids up in Mount Hood. It was gorgeous up there. Beautiful. And yeah. In the meantime, I think I lost several babies that I didn't really know at the time. I was having a lot of issues there. Oh, that was awful. Dealing with that every day of, you know, being on your monthly, and then just awful. And I now looking back, I know there was several times there I miscarried and I didn't really know. During this time, we had a lot of stress going on with the job and just everything, and pay cuts and stuff, and so we had to move back down to the area where I grew up. So I'm missing one. Yeah, and I was so excited. We found out we were pregnant, and I lost that one. Oh, it was devastating. It was hard, you know. And of course, it's not easy for anybody. I think my mom said she had at least 6 before me. And, yeah, so then later on we found out I was pregnant again. Oh, that was wonderful, you know. This time it didn't stick either, and it was a lot longer. I was farther along. It was 2nd trimester, I think, and yeah, I had to give birth to him. And, you know, of course he wasn't alive. That time I didn't want to see it. I I didn't want anything to do with them. I just, you know, Mom's like, you're gonna regret this, you're gonna regret this. She was right, but it is what it is. And I have his little, let's see, a tattoo. Yeah, I have his tattoo of his hands and the date and a music note on me. So I got that. And that was in 2005. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see here. It was some hard times. And in that second one, we were moving back down at the same time, so I didn't have time to grieve. And that was just like this, you know, I'm kind of like that, push things away and like that anyway, in public anyway. And all the trouble we were having with the oldest, our first adoption, all the, you know, unknowns, and it was very extreme. It was hard. Special needs. She was special needs. Oh my gosh, every kind of, you know, need you can imagine. Not saying it was, at first it was good. It was just a lot, you know. And anyway, so I found out we were pregnant again, and this time it was Jordan. Jordan is my rainbow baby, and it turns out rainbow. As you can tell, I always say they or them. So Jordan is not, it's not Jordan's birth name, and I don't need to say their former name because that's not who they are, and I didn't get permission to say that anyway, and that's important to me anyway. So so their pronouns are they or them or he. I think I always say they or them. And to my dog Pepper, it's always sister, because that's Jordan's like, yeah, that's fine, because it's always been sister to Pepper, so we always say sister, and that's what I call him at home. Yeah. Oh, I'm a very big advocate, as you will find out. Transgender, the whole thing, LGBTQ, very big advocate for that. And for autism, neurodivergent family, like I said. Yep. And yeah. So I had a hard pregnancy. Ooh, it was hard. You almost lost Jordan a few times right at the end. But here we are. So when Jordan was 5 months old, I think, my ex left. That was shocking. You know, he went with a coworker. He decided that was better. And here I am with 3 kids now. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus because that's not who I am. He supported us still. I wasn't working. I stayed home with the kids. He was working really hard. Then he went to 2 jobs. And it was tough. We were having trouble with our first adopted daughter, and it was tough. It was hard. It was hard on me. Every day, all day, meetings, and it was just, you know, but it was my job, being a parent, and we signed up for that. So he would come home, and I was just exhausted, so I didn't get much housework done, if at all. I was probably depressed. I probably, when Jordan was born, I probably had all the things post, you know, all the stuff. Not even 5 minutes after we got home, bringing Jordan home, CPS, or Child Protective Service, whatever you call it, knocked at the door. We have a complaint, and here we are. We're pretty new-ish in the community area there. We had a complaint that we heard a screaming child out the window saying help and all this stuff. Well, that was our oldest. That's the way our oldest did things. So they came in and checked, and I'm like, we just had a baby. I'm just home 5 minutes. So yeah, that was fun. And so then we're back on the record and of the CPS. We had a case, and I think they finally closed it or something. Anyway, so yeah, so here I am with 3 kids. The dad came he was very, you know, great. He's such a great dad. Came and, you know, helped. He still helped with everything financially. The kids, he would come, I don't know if it was every night or at least 3 or 4 times a week or more. Weekends, he would take the older kids. By the way, I would not let anybody hold or touch except for my parents, you know, and really close people of Jordan. Losing 2 or more children before that, I was not let. I just, no, that's my baby. You know, Jordan slept on me every night to make sure they were still breathing. You know, all that. And finally, when Jordan was, I don't know, 2, 3, like 3 or so, I let him take her, or them. See, I slip up sometimes too. Jordan's okay with that. They're like, I understand. Even though it's been since about 7th grade where they decided, you know, who they are. Anyway, yeah. Okay, what next? So, I played the game. We were online gamers, and we played WoW, World of Warcraft, and that's how I escaped from everything. Just, you know, and that's where I met my now husband, in the game. After a long story, after we got everything settled, and I mean, we talked not just about every day, we got our divorces, he had another family, and going through his stuff too, you know, and I met him. He flew out to Seattle. He was on a work thing from Japan or somewhere, and anyway, I drove up there, met him in person, and yeah, I was like, okay, we know this is gonna be real. I moved, and that time my ex helped move me to another place, and it was a small, like a you know, duplex type, what's it called, townhouse. And when I was in Seattle, that's how, you know, of course I was angry and bitter and everything, but looking back, wow, what a guy, you know. Met him there. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I still recording. I am. Wow, it's over an hour already. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I met him and we talked online, and finally when Jordan was just about 3, we're like, you know, pretty serious. He flew out to Oregon. I flew there. I need a star. Did all that thing, you know, met my parents, got more serious. I talked to them online all the time through Zoom, or not Zoom, what was it? The other thing. Anyway, and he was buying a house. I think it was the bombing day of Boston bombing. I remember that. I was online with him, and he was showing me the house, and I think he either signed it or something. It was that day, or something that day. I remember. And he's like, are you gonna, you know, are you gonna move in or what? Of course, I talked to my parents, my mom, and she was just like, no, you know, no, you can't move away, you can't do this. But at the same time, very supportive. Of course, didn't like it. I mean, what parent wants their kid to move 3,000 miles away, you know? She was happy for me during those times that I didn't really talk about that, but she had a stroke or two, and of course I always thought it was my fault because it was during the time when my ex left, and she was stressed, and her, you know, high blood pressure and all that. Anyway, but I know it's not really my fault. I think. And so anyway, I finally made the move. I mean, this is like the second or third time now I've pretty much packed up the house and moved myself. I mean, I had some help, of course, you know, wonderful help. And yeah, so it was like, what, 12 years. I think this summer coming up will be 13, maybe. Yeah. And so my ex, we had a moving truck and everything, and Jordan stayed there with their dad until the moving truck arrived, and I, you know, sorry for my nose. Oh my gosh, I need a Kleenex. I got my water. And you know what? I didn't tell you. I have wax going. One moment. Hannah's Baby Zucchini Bread Strawberry White Cake. It smells delicious, and it is by Birdie's Making Sense. Isn't that cute? Can you see it? I don't even know. I need something where I can look on my computer and see what I'm looking at. I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah, so I made the move first. And then my ex, you know, he's like, I really need to meet this person, know where Jordan's gonna live, and yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a great guy, right? What a good dad. Some dads wouldn't even care, and you know. So he flew Jordan out. He stayed on the couch at this time, you know, and we took him around the area a little bit. He met my now husband Lee, and it went well. Lee took him back to the airport. He stayed on our couch. I think I said that. And yeah, and he's like, okay, he's a good guy, seems like. Yeah. we painted Jordan's room, and pink. Jordan loved pink at that time, and all things, you know, fairies and cute stuff. Jordan was gonna be in 1st grade the next fall. That fall was gonna be in 1st grade. And yeah, so it went well. Gosh, you're just learning everything, aren't you? I hope it's kind of interesting. So I think we will stop there. My phone is not plugged in, and yeah. So this sky is the sky area right here. This right here, I'm working on it sideways. So, and the house is right here. So it's, you know, this area, I think I'm working it, yeah, long ways. One more row and I will be halfway. Usually I have two of these on here, but I'll turn it around, and yeah. If you stayed this long, leave me an ocean themed emoji, and I really do appreciate you watching, listening. I have many more stories and you know, about myself, and yeah, thank you so much for listening again. I want to thank some people, crafter enthusiast, Autumn. I'll link all these channels. She is absolutely wonderful. Please check her out. So supportive. Just watching her is, you know, it's so fun. Tita, I found Tita originally. That was my first channel I think I found when I first started, and then she introduced me Lazy Retired Granny. I love watching her. There's just so many other people. I want to be thankful for sharing my channel, for giving me the courage to do this. I will definitely have to do a live. I think I'll be way more comfortable doing a live. Actually, this didn't go too bad. I had fun. Please like and subscribe if you wish. I would appreciate that so much. I hope your team wins. I don't know which team that is, but I hope they do. If you don't care, I don't care either, really. Go Eagles. Have a good day, everybody, or night.